with the children. If this is not practical, please make sure that they are held or easily within your reach. Everyone else, please remain in your seat, arms raised head and side of the railroad car. And please do not eat, drink, or smoke on board our train. We appreciate that. And we are embarking on 300 years of American history. Now we are divided into districts, and the first district will be Model T. We are now passing the soybean lab and the Rickers Carry Shop. These are the entrance buildings into the village. The first district will be Model T, the small white farmhouses where Henry Ford was born on July 30th, 1863, in the upstairs bedroom of this beautiful little farm. It was originally 2.5 miles east of here. Throughout the day, you can look over to the William Ford barn, named after his father. The horses will be stop into Bagley Avenue. The Ford Motor Company. Of course, our Model Ts are not up and running, but you can go over and talk to our Model T drivers. They'll give you all the information, and if you're lucky enough to be in there at the right time, you can see the demonstration of the kitchen sink engine. Head on down Main Street, America. South in the Orville River Wright Cycle Shop, where aviation began with all of these airplanes of today. Their family home, and both of those buildings came from Dayton, Ohio. Look to the left, give a wave over to Model T. Ignore that case store now, we have plenty of those. You always know it's fall time at Greenville Village. Herschel Stroke and Carousel is up and running, 1913. Now, a lot of the buildings are not open. We have 1,100 people that were laid off, so we can only open so many buildings. So with what we have here, we hope you enjoy what we have to offer. And don't forget to have yourself a frozen custard a little bit later behind Town Hall. This is the Benbow Park, New Jersey laboratory. Mr. Edison's workshop, his office are here. And he patented 1,093 patents in his lifetime. No one has even come close to that. Now, the young men that work for him would stay at the Sarah Jordan boarding house, which is his gold house. They would be situated right down the street from there. This was also one of 3 homes that were lit with the instant light bulb for the very first time. And when you're going through the village, look through each street, different lamps that light the area. So you keep it down and you're fine. A lot of people don't realize that they're here for years and they don't realize the lamp changes. On the corner here, what way is and we're coming into our porches and parlors area. George Washington Carver's cabin, no Webster's home. Just play quarters in Savannah, Georgia. Our actually covered bridge was originally built back in 1832.
$200, Alex.
In southwestern Pennsylvania.
For the scanner for your
Behind
room?
it is the Edison homestead. This happens to be the grandparents' home
Whatever it takes to get the antennas
from Ontario, Canada. Please stop by our beautiful garden to the left there. This is manned by our volunteer group. They've done a beautiful job every year putting up this beautiful garden. Now, the top of the hill, you'll see a white building. That is Noah Wesley's home. He wrote the first American dictionary. The gray house is the Giddings House, the oldest American building. The Giddings House is 1700, and this is from New Hampshire. He was a merchant marine, bringing back wonderful things on his travels, such as cacao beans and rum. This is the Susquehanna Plantation, 700-acre tobacco farm. Tidewaters in Maryland, 1860. They grow tobacco and corn. Top of the hill, Cotswold Cottage, the oldest building in the village, 1600. The tall red building is the oldest American building. 1600, Massachusetts, 9 people lived in this one-room home. And up here, windmill comes from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, used for grinding corn, the oldest windmill existing in the United States. Our back farm is a pre-revolutionary farm, 1754, Andover, Connecticut. Stop by and see what they might be up to today. I have not personally heard what they're doing today, but obviously, looks like they might be doing some wool today, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Great farm here. We are behind the Edison locomotive, originally built as a Manchester. Rebuilt in 1932 at the Ford Roots plant. The coal heats the water body comes to sea. That is a blowdown, and what that's doing is getting rid of impurities caused by the minerals in our water, and they blow it out to run more efficiently. They usually do this about at least 6 of our trips throughout the day, if not more. And then every 30 days, they take this out of commission, and a complete boiler wash is done. This one will be taken out of commission at Monday morning. It will be getting its boiler wash, and we'll be using this one for our Halloween program. And I have heard that our Halloween program has already been sold out. But this one is used because
Edison's not running next weekend.
This area is not open to the public. We do have
Right,
wildlife, so
but
look
it's
around.
gonna run in Halloween.
Might see besides that little
That's
black
what the lady
squirrel
said.
you might see it here.
Edison's not running.
That's okay, we're not coming next weekend.
That's okay, but you're not coming this weekend. I'm glad.
Yeah, we're gonna miss it. We're gonna miss Edison not running.
Is Edison not running? Guess it'll be just a diesel.
I don't know.
They said number 7 won't run.
Right.
Guess it'll be the Torch Lake again.
Yeah, maybe the Torch Lake. Maybe they'll run Torch Lake during the days. I don't know. We'll have to find out what happens when we come back on the 10th. We're going to skip next weekend and then we're going to come back on the 10th. And come during the day, we're going to look for trains, we'll see the Greenville Village, and we'll come back at night for the Halloween on the 10th. Okay?
Yeah.
Why go so slow?
This is our Oxbow Island. You see, we're getting ready for our Halloween program. So the box laying around, we're not even sure what it is. But behind all these trees here is the Rouge River. They brought it back into the natural state that they did many years ago. The Southfield Freeway in 39, straightened out the river, put it into a cemented bottom. About 15, 16 years ago, we put this area in. It's strictly used by our educational department, not open to the public. And then we're coming up to Walnut Road, which is normally our activity field throughout the summer. Not so much activity this year, unfortunately. But our high school has been having their soccer games up here. Now, as we open up to this area, if you look to the top of the hill, again, you'll see this is porches and parlors. That is Maple Lane up there. Top left-hand side, again, Cotswold Cottage. Getting south, the Webster's home. You can stop and see Hermitage Freight Quarters in Savannah, Georgia. Also, McGuffey School, McGuffey's birthplace, the Maddox Farm, which is from Bryan, Georgia, outside Savannah. This is one of the first Greek African-American homes in the 1930s. Our high school is coming up, the Henry Ford Academy Charter Public High School, 9203. They are virtual at the present time, but when they are in school, 9th grade is in the museum, 10th, 11th years with the buildings on your left. And in a moment we'll pass the Pullman cars, and those Pullman cars are part of the senior classroom. In order to go to school here, you must live in Wayne County, provide your own transportation, and put your name into a lottery list. On the other side of the Swanee Lagoon, you can barely see the steeple of the Martha Mary Chapel, named after Henry Ford's mother and mother-in-law. It is non-denominational. And as we go around the corner here, on the right, you'll be able to see the Amtrak tracks, train tracks, which come from Pontiac, north of Detroit, all the way to Chicago, Illinois. There is an Amtrak station right here on Michigan Avenue. You can actually see it if you're visiting the Firestone Park, right behind the barn area. We only have 2 stops. The 2 stops in the front where you got on at, and it's this one coming up, which is our railroad junction. We have bypassed our portions of commerce this summer. Now let's listen to the North American Business Board. Here comes the train.
Fix the ties yet. Look how bumpy the train is. If you're looking for something to eat or drink today while you're visiting us, on the left you'll see the green building. That is the Taste of History. That is the only eatery that is open at the present time. Along with our frozen countries, we heard we had a It's going to be a busy day
But
today.
there is the process of they tore down the State Street lunch stand, or the process of building a new eatery over there will not be done obviously this year. And then we're also building the Central Market. It came from the downtown Detroit in the 1800s, so that eventually will get done too. You'll see all the fence line over there, that's what all the fences are for. Right now we are coming into our 6th Street station, which is part of our railroad junction. Our railroad roadhouse itself is not open, but they've made it accessible for you to look in the doors, the big doors in the front, our big doors, so you can walk in front so you can look inside. Next door to that is Liberty Craft Works. All of our crafters are up and working. 2 blocks over, you can go talk to our Model T drivers, Ford Motor Company. Head down Main Street, maybe take a ride on the Bristol Stillman 1913 carousel. Now we are approaching the station. We do ask that you keep your arms and legs and head on the inside of the car. Once we stop, we do ask that you stay in your seat until the engineer gives us 1 whistle. That 1 whistle will signify that the engine is safe and you may exit on your left side of the station. When you leave the station, please just drop your change and leave it down so we know where you are sitting so we can go in and make preparing for our next passengers coming in. And we'll say hi to Sue and Ginger. They will have the gates open for you. When you're exiting, again, you'll exit on the left-hand side. Come back toward the back of the train. This is where the exit gate is. Please again wait for that whistle. Before leaving, look down, make sure you have everything. We have people forgetting their phones. This is easy to come out of your pocket. So just take a peek. Give us a moment. All right, it is safe if you're leaving your business